MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins. David Peralta is a man on a mission as he tries to bring his hitting streak to 20 games. Next. Jameson Taillon is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the fours coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Coming to the plate now, Tommy Edman. He will lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Roll, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Roll, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Center fielder coming on. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Digging in, Colton Wong. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Before the first pitch, a check at first. A dive, but he's back. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Taillon, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
Here's the 1-2 delivery.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Here now the 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Springer has a read on it. 1 out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. In 13 at-bats so far in the series, he's collected 3 base hits. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
VR is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as
a dive, and oh, he can't hang on. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Stepping into the box, Tyler O'Neill, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. O'Neill, a 25-year-old. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract.
And I can't tell you what that means for a ball player. To be able to know you're going to make your home for many years to come in one community. You can invest in the team, invest in the community, and really, really plant down roots. This is an unbelievable opportunity.
Again, he sends it out of play. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready with the 1-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
A bouncer up the middle. And it's the Cardinals that'll strike first here, and that base hit makes it a 1-0 ball game.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
Goldschmidt on second. O'Neill on at first with 2 down. Count remains at 0-2. 0-2. Here it is. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. Might have even been a foul tip that's held on to, but either way, the side is retired. Cards forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cardinals are out in front, 1-0. Miles Michaelis, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Marlins, the center fielder, Jonathan.
Now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the designated hitter, David Peralta.
Ready now for the Marlins, David Peralta. He's really been dialed in at the plate lately, having hit safely in his last 19 games.
Yeah, Matty, he's got a chance to go for 20 right here. That's a huge hit streak, and he's done it in a variety of ways. Some damage mixed in with just some nice ABs.
Slice down the left side, but foul. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
Striding forward now, George Springer. And he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch.
Full count, 3-2.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. It remains 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Austin Dean, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box now, Andrew Knizner. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. This year against right-handed pitching, Knizner is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
So far this season, Knizner is carrying a slugging percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here's another 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Brad Miller.
In now, Brad Miller. Fouled off. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Popped him up. Ramos shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
The left fielder, Marcell.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, 0-1. With too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. Scorched to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Up next from Miami, Trevor Story. First pitch on its way. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now the pitch.
3-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
3-0 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Batting fifth, the third
He
baseman,
almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy, hitting .500 in the series so far, 4 for 8. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch inside, the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. One out and a runner on second base. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. A throw behind the runner at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. On deck, Carlos Santana. taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Standing in, Carlos Santana, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The 0-2 home. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. In his career, Ramos has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. He's set. The 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Here's Howie Kendrick, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Marlins forced to settle for 1. We'll go now to the top of the third. All tied at 1-1. Now batting, Tommy Edman will begin things here against Jamison Tyone.
The center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Pitch on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Pitch is popped up, and Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out.
Now batting, The second baseman.
Leadoff man retired for the second baseman, Colton Wong. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's upstairs.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Two and one to count. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Coming to the plate now, Paul DeYoung. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. The 1-1 home. Line drive to left. Ozuna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1.
Welcome back. The Marlins are set to hit here in the third inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. They come into this game near the top of the league in both batting average and on-base percentage. And talking to a few of the players earlier, they emphasized the importance of having quality at-bats every time one of them goes to the plate. One player told me, "We have a lot of professional hitters on this team, and we hold each other up to a certain standard." Guys, that level of accountability seems to make them a difficult bunch to deal with.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Jonathan Villar stands in as he looks at ball one here. Well, this hitting streak is just the latest development in what's been an impressive offensive year for him. He's up among the league leaders in hitting as of today.
He's had an amazing season, and you can tell the confidence is oozing off him. When we were down before the game talking to him around the batting cage, you could just sense he wants 4 ABs and he wants them with runners in scoring position. He's certainly given himself a chance to have a monster season.
This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And there's your first out of the inning. So one man gone now as we give you a look at the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season. Next will be the designated trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Peralta is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not a dead pull guy. This is a guy that likes to use gap to gap. And when that's happening, you stay on anything fading away from you.
Lifted in the air to center field. Edman is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
fouls this one off. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Marcell Ozuna would be next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Miami down in order. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Leading off for St. Louis, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next to the Cardinals.
Stepping up to the plate, Tyler O'Neill. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there. Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. And the pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here's another 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate now, Dylan Carlson. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And first offering on its way.
Ball.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box, Trevor Story. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Next up is Max Muncy. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Dean is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So 2 are gone now in the Miami 4th, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. He's set. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dean will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Miami. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the left fielder, number 38.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. That's inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
The 1-0.
Ball.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
3-0 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Stepping in, Andrew Kisner. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Comes set with the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit out towards second. Oh, look at Kendrick. To second for 1. Not in time.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed to second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
At the plate, Brad Miller 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. And it's 1-1. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Ramos waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Cardinals.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tommy Edman. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. You can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready on 0-2. Swung on and hit deep to left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
And this will be fouled away. Second and third, 2 away. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a real...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cards strand a couple. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Striding in, Wilson Ramos as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1. Grounded to third. Gloved by Miller. Throw to first is in time for the first down. One away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now. So it's back to the top of the order now. And the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar, will be the next to bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar. Chopped toward the second baseman. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, David Peralta.
Into the box, David Peralta. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Gone all the way into the upper deck. David Peralta with a 2-run shot. 6th home run on the season for him, and it gives the Marlins a 3-1 lead.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Here's George Springer. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home. Hard hit at third. Miller's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's now 3-1 Miami. leading off the inning, Paul DeYoung, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Lined but speared on a hop.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. A hit in 2 tries so far. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
Too low, 1-0.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The batter.
So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Fouled off. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Lifted in the air out to right. Springer has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail it here 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Marcell Ozuna. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Fly ball out to right field. Chasing after it is O'Neill, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Chance Adams takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Gonna be a tough play. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch. The 1-2.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. He's set, now the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Another try at 2-2.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, Max Muncy, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Ground ball left side. Miller gets to it, and there are 2 away now. Digging in, Carlos Santana, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. And this will be fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Up with it, Kisner. And the throw to first ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 7th inning coming up. The Marlins on top, 3-1. Leading off the inning, Dylan Carlson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. To 1-2 now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
2 strikes.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
To the plate now, Austin Dean. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he lays off it to even the count, 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
down the left field line and deep, and that's going to land foul. The next 3-2. High and deep down the left field line, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Yr is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Andrew Kisner, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Well, he's throwing a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
This is line to left. Ozuna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Marlins lead it 3-1. John Brebbia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
John Brebbia.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now back.
At the plate, Howie Kendrick. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Brebbia was born in Massachusetts. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. The pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw on to first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And it's still 3-1. Archie Bradley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 25, Archie Bradley.
Ready for another chance. Brad Miller, in his last at-bat, he popped out in foul. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The 1-0. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Springer looking up, and that's a home run into the top tank. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Stepping in now, Tommy Edman. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Another one sent foul. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Here's Colton Wong now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball back outside.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Oop, and I'm not sure I've seen a swing that bad even in a video game. It's 2-2 now.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Set to deal on 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And he takes a cold strike 1. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
At the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
David Robertson trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
David Robertson.
Tyler O'Neill will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But not before the lone hit in the inning. The solo home run makes this a 1-run ball game. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Marlins 3 and the Cardinals 2. For the plate now is the designated hitter, David Peralta. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Unless something miraculous happens here, that's looking like his last at bat, and his streak's going to come to an end. Hey, nothing to hang your head over. 20-plus games of giving your team a chance to win every night, finding ways to get on base. Hats off to you.
George Springer the next to hit. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. 2-0 count. The pitch.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
There's ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Digging in and looking for more, Marcell Ozuna. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And the runner will get back standing. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Hit on the ground toward the left. Miller is there. The second for one. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Kirby Yates comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Coming forward now is the Cards' designated hitter, Dylan Carlson. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing one to tie in the top of the ninth.
Tough situation, down one here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got the work cut out for them.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Ball, Atkinson.
Ripped on the ground to first. And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the ninth.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
In now, Austin Dean. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up. And now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second. Into the box now, Andrew Kisner. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here comes the first pitch. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Runner at second here with one man out. And he lays off for ball one.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1. Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Brad Miller. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
The 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that 1-run lead still in check? Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Now his swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over.
Wow, that's one of the best finishes we've been part of in a while. 2 outs, tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first, but they can't find a way to get him home. Tough way to lose, but a great way to win a game.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Miami Marlins used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jamison Taillon wins his 3rd of the season. Kirby Yates hammers down the save, his 10th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for